Hello, Virgo. So listen, pause for a second because something just shifted in a way that doesn't happen often. It's like the air itself leaned closer to you. This isn't loud, it's not chaotic, but it's powerful. This is one of those moments where a thought you didn't even know someone was having changes direction, a perception flips, a heart softens in a place it swore was closed. You didn't force this. You didn't chase it. It happened because your energy changed. And now someone can't unsee you the way they see you now. So take a breath, because the first image coming through feels gentle but emotional. I'm seeing soft blues and whites, like water reflecting moonlight. There's a cup being held with both hands, carefully, almost fearfully, like whoever's holding it is afraid of spilling what's inside. This feels like an Ace of Cups energy, not just love, but emotional truth, emotional honesty that was avoided before. You see, this person didn't allow themselves to feel fully when it came to you. They stayed guarded, logical, distant, or distracted. But something cracked that armor, and now they're feeling everything at once. Missing you in quiet moments, replaying conversations, wondering when exactly their view of you shifted, because it did. Okay, and as that cup stays in their hands, another image flows in without breaking the moment. Children laughing in the distance, faded memories, warm sunlight with a bittersweet ache. It's like the past is alive again. This is Six of Cups energy, forgiveness, nostalgia, emotional return. But listen closely. This isn't just about remembering good times. This is regret. This is realizing they misunderstood you back then, that they didn't protect what mattered, that they let silence do the damage instead of speaking up. And Virgo, what hurts them the most is knowing you kept your heart open longer than you should have, and they didn't meet you there. You need to hear this part clearly. The silence you felt from them wasn't indifference. It was fear. Fear of being seen. Fear of admitting they were wrong about you. Because once they admit that, they have to face what they lost. And now the silence is becoming unbearable for them. Your absence isn't quiet anymore. It echoes. So the energy tightens here. The scene darkens just a little. Shadows, late night thoughts, someone staring at their phone but not pressing send. I feel obsession here, but not the reckless kind. It's controlled, internal, almost hidden. They talk about you in their head more than they ever did out loud. They're watching your energy from a distance, noticing how calm you've become, how unbothered you seem, and that's what's driving them a little crazy. Because when you stopped reacting, when you stopped explaining, something flipped, your vibration rose. And now they're the one emotionally unsettled. Listen, this is where divine timing comes in. Justice energy flows through this without needing to be harsh. The universe isn't punishing anyone, it's correcting. What wasn't valued before becomes obvious now. What was taken for granted becomes precious. That's why this is happening now and not earlier. You needed to heal first. You needed to detach just enough, because if this realization came while you were still bleeding, it would have broken you. And the universe refused to let that happen. Okay, quick pause here. If you feel this already resonating in your chest, if you feel seen in a way that's almost uncomfortable, just take a second to like this video and subscribe to Virgo. Not as a favor to me, but as a way of anchoring this energy. When you do that, you're saying yes to alignment, yes to clarity, yes to emotional truth, unfolding without force. Now, back to this flow, because it doesn't stop. I see movement now, a night energy but slower, more intentional. This person wants to approach differently. They don't want to repeat old mistakes. They're rehearsing conversations that may never happen or may happen when you least expect it. They're asking themselves if they still have access to you emotionally, energetically, spiritually. And Virgo, the truth is you're not where you used to be. You're softer, yes, but also stronger. You're no longer waiting. And that's exactly why they feel pulled. It's like they finally see you clearly, and it scares them because clarity demands action. And right now, action feels risky. Because what if you've moved on? What if forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation? What if healing didn't leave space for them anymore? Here's the part meant to calm you. Whatever unfolds next, you're protected. Your heart isn't exposed the way it once was. You're not desperate for answers. You're grounded whole. And that's why this shift doesn't destabilize you, it empowers you. Whether this person speaks or stays silent, you're no longer defined by their confusion. And yet, the story isn't done moving. The energy is still rearranging itself. Thoughts are still being rewritten. Emotions are still surfacing in waves. Someone is standing right at the edge of truth, deciding whether to step forward or sit with the weight of their realization a little longer. And Virgo, all you need to do right now is stay exactly where you are, calm, open, sovereign. Because whatever is about to be revealed, it's aligning itself with your peace, not disrupting it. And the universe hasn't finished speaking yet. Listen, stay with me here. Because the energy doesn't fade, it deepens. It's like the room grows quieter, not empty, just intentional. I'm seeing a dimly lit space now, candlelight flickering against stone walls, shadows moving slowly like thoughts that won't settle. This is the moon's energy, slipping in without asking permission. Confusion, intuition, unspoken emotions, rising at night. You see, this person is no longer sure of their own version of the story. What they told themselves about you doesn't fit anymore, and that's unsettling. They're questioning their instincts, replaying moments where you were honest and they weren't present enough to receive it. Okay, take a breath, because this part is heavy but important. There's guilt here. Not dramatic, not loud. Quiet guilt, the kind that sits in the chest at 2A. When distractions stop working, they know they misjudged your silence. They thought it meant you didn't care anymore. But now they realize it was self-respect. And that realization stings because it forces them to face their own emotional immaturity. The distance didn't happen by accident. It happened because they hesitated when they should have chosen you clearly. So, as this realization settles, another image bleeds in, almost seamlessly. A figure standing among broken stones, lightning scars still visible in the background. The tower isn't crashing right now. It already did. You were the collapse, your withdrawal, your healing, your refusal to chase. That shook the foundation of everything they assumed would stay the same. And now they're standing in the aftermath, trying to rebuild meaning from the ruins, trying to understand how losing access to you changed them more than they expected. And here's where your energy shifts again, because while they're looking backward, you're standing in softer light. There's a calm glow around you now, like dawn after a long night. The star energy hums gently here, healing without needing validation, hope that doesn't beg, faith that doesn't panic. You didn't become cold, you became clear. And that clarity radiates in ways you may not even notice yet. People feel it. especially the ones who once had you and didn't fully see you. Listen, forgiveness shows up here, but not as weakness. It's not about reopening wounds. It's about releasing the grip of the past on your nervous system. I feel Ace of Cups flowing again, but this time the cup is in your hands. Filled, steady, overflowing quietly. You've learned how to love without losing yourself, how to care without shrinking, and that lesson, that's what changed their view of you completely. So, what happens next isn't rushed. That's important. There's no dramatic chase scene, no forced confession. There's anticipation. There's awareness. There's someone deciding whether to meet you at your new level or stay behind with the version of you that no longer exists. And Virgo, either outcome honors you because you're no longer trying to be chosen. You already chose yourself. The energy lingers here, suspended like a breath held just before truth is spoken. Something wants to be said. Something wants to move, but it hasn't yet. And that's okay. Because right now, the universe is still arranging the words, the timing, the courage. And you're safe, centered, watching the story unfold without needing to control it, knowing that whatever comes next arrives because it's aligned, not because you chased it. Okay? Now, let the energy settle gently around you. Feel how everything slows, how the tension softens instead of snapping. You don't need answers this second. You don't need promises, explanations, or dramatic gestures to feel whole. What you've done, Virgo, is something very few people ever manage to do. You stepped back without closing your heart. You healed without hardening. You forgave without forgetting who you are. Listen, whatever is meant to come toward you will arrive with clarity, not confusion, with effort, not excuses, with presence, not distance. And if this person does step forward, it will be because they finally understand what your absence taught them. And if they don't, the universe has already shown you that you are capable of creating peace on your own terms. So take a breath, really take it in. You're protected here, grounded, watching the path ahead open naturally without force. Stay open, stay soft, stay sovereign. And if this reading resonated with your spirit, if you felt seen in even one moment, gently support the energy by liking, subscribing, and staying connected to Virgo. Not for me, but as a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive what's next. And now we pause here, not because the story is over, but because something new is preparing to step in, quietly, deliberately, when the timing is right.